In the next mini-series of ours, we are going to speak about adverbs. But before starting with comparison and some more specific things about the adverbs, let's revise the basics. What's the difference between an adjective and an adverb? In what situation, which word we need? And spelling. This is what the focus of our lecture today will be. What you know so far is that the adverb is formed based on the adjective plus ly. For example, drives carefully, and the adverb defines the verb, how an action is done. The adjective, by contrast, defines the noun. What is something? How is something? Careful, driver. Careful, adjective. Drives carefully, carefully, adverb. But apart from this spelling, there are some exceptions. This is what we are describing now. So, for example, those trousers fit you nicely. French used to be widely spoken. You look lovely in that dress. The adverb keeps ly when the adjective finishes in e. But there are some exceptions from the rule. It's hard to obtain truly independent advice. The company isn't wholly to blame. So there are cases in which the adverb finishes in e, but this e is not written when the adverb is formed. True, truly, whole, wholly. Something else. He was happily married with 2 young children. Luckily, I had some money with me. Happily, so the adjective finishes in consonant plus y. When the adjective finishes in consonant plus y, the adverb is formed with ly again, but be careful, y goes into I. Happily, luckily. Always for these spelling rules, try to memorize the examples, not the rules themselves. And based on the example, it will be quite easier for you to formulate the rule and to apply it to some different words. Something else. Your life changes dramatically when you have a baby. The shutter speed adjusts automatically. When the adjective finishes in IC, there are 2 situations. In the first case, you can need to add a dramatically or automatically, but there are adverbs which are formed without this additional a. Publicly apologized for their statement. So be careful, check when you're not sure, and just keep in mind that there are rules, there are exceptions from the rule. Rule: when the adjective finishes in IC, you need to add a. Exception from the rule: sometimes you don't need it. Let's do an exercise practicing adjectives and adverbs. Anne stood ached terribly, terrible, terribly. Tom shouted angrily at her. I can do this happily for hours. The machine is to switch automatically. We were doing this enthusiastically. Okay? So rules, exceptions from the rule. Always when you are not sure about a spelling, check it in a dictionary. Next one. The taxi driver was seriously injured. Matthew is extremely clever. Be careful with this glass of tea. It's hot. Be careful. You, adjective, not adverb here. Tom is terribly upset about losing his keys. Terribly. Be careful with the adverb here as well when the adjective finishes in E, and you need to add a Y in general to form the adverb itself. Well, then you need only one L. L is not doubled. This is quite common mistake, in fact. Terrible, terribly. Our basket team played badly last Monday. Played badly. Adverb. We'll speak more about adverbs in the next several videos. So that was just an introduction. Keep practicing the spelling. Keep revising. See you in the next video.